Now guys, today I thought I'd talk about something that I call the bare minimum principle. Now this has helped me with consistency and productivity largely, and it's hugely helped me for the last month or two since I've started doing this. Basically, the bare minimum principle is, a lot of times you set these big goals and these big things you want to do. Like, say for instance, you want to try and meditate for 10 minutes every day, journal a whole page every day, plan out your day, do a whole 1 hour workout. You set these huge expectations and these big goals, which they're not that insane, but when you don't feel like doing those things, when you just can't be asked to do them, when it's just too hard, you're in a rut, you're having a bad day, you're just like, I'm not doing this, then they become impossible, but they become way bigger, way harder tasks. So basically what the bare minimum principle is for those days you don't want to do anything, for those days that you don't want to do, a whole 3-hour routine, for those days that you just don't feel like grinding, you have something called the bare minimum principle. Now, what the bare minimum principle is it is a set of things that are sort of the same as your regular schedule, but just smaller. So, say for instance, you want to work out for an hour a day, film a video every single day, and meditate for 20 minutes every day. If there's a day where you're just like, no, I can't be asked to do this, I don't want to do this, I'm sick of it, no, I'm just not doing it today. Instead of just missing a day and just not being consistent, how you stay consistent is you use the bare minimum principle. And so you set a bare minimum standard. So instead of having to do an hour workout, 20 minutes of meditation, and filming a video every day, you do make it small. So you do I'm just going to work out for 5 minutes today. I'm going to meditate for 1 minute. I'm going to film. I'm just going to come up with one idea, write it down, and that's it. Basically what you do is you make those big tasks way smaller. So instead of having to take 2 hours to do all these tasks, it takes you 10 minutes. Is basically what they recommend is you do it at 10%. So 10 to 20% of what your regular routine is. So say you do an hour workout, you go from doing an hour workout to a 6-minute workout, or maybe a 10-minute workout, or a 12-minute workout. Instead of journaling for a whole page, you just do a line or a paragraph. Instead of filming a whole video, you just do 10%. You just come up with a couple ideas, maybe 1 or 2 ideas, write them down. It takes you a couple minutes. That's it. Basically, you want to make it easy enough that you can do it when you don't feel like doing anything, but then also it still needs to be something. It still needs to be productive. It's basically the bare minimum principle. It saves you from just giving up. It saves you from just not doing anything at all. And it makes staying consistent way easier. So it's not something where you're oh, I can't bother, I'll just do the bare minimum. It's just for those days where you're I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this whole hour, 2 hours, 3-hour routine. And I don't want to do all these big tasks. I can't be bothered. I'm exhausted. I'm sore. You just do 10% of what that normally is. So if you have, say, a 2-hour routine, that 2-hour routine goes from being 2 hours to 10 minutes, 20 minutes. You take your regular goals and what you do in a day and just do 10%, 10 to 20%, because that way it makes it so much easier. And you, even if you don't feel like doing anything, 5 or 10 minutes is not going to hurt you, right? It's way more doable. On those days where those big tasks are impossible, 10% is not as impossible. It's much more doable. It's much more achievable when you don't want to do it. So yeah, I thought I'd just get that out there. It's something that's really helped me over the last 2 months to stay really consistent since I've found it out. And I think it's just an amazing principle. I think it's just it's amazing. It helps you be so productive, and I just love it. It's helped me so much. I could share it with you guys, and hopefully it can help you guys be more productive. But yeah, the bare minimum principle, your regular tasks, 10% of what your regular tasks are, and it makes staying consistent way easier. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the new subscribers and for the people that are watching these videos. I see we got a couple new subscribers since the last video, which was I think 2 days ago. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. And I know in the last video, I think I said I'll post weekly. I'm not sure if I took that out, but I think I said I'll post weekly. But that's my bare minimum. That's basically weekly is my bare minimum. I want to try and post 2 to 3 times a week, but once a week is the bare minimum. That's how I use the bare minimum tactic in YouTube, was at least once a week. Because sitting down and doing one of these videos, maybe I spend 3 minutes, 5 minutes at most coming up with an idea. I spend 5 to 10 minutes scripting it, and I spend 10 minutes filming it. Half an hour, it's a bare minimum once a week. that's just how I use bare minimum in YouTube. So while I'm talking about this, I'll give some more examples of how I use it in my life if you are still even watching this. But basically, in fitness, I try and do 100 push-ups a day, or like a proper workout. If I don't, 20 push-ups, 30 push-ups. It will take me a minute maybe, and it's done. It still gives me that little bit of a stretch, a little bit of muscle activation, a little bit of a blood pumping, and it's just a bare minimum. Whereas another example is like scripting. I try and script a video, or for every video I film, I try and script like 2 or 3. If I'm like, I need to make a video today, but I just can't be bothered, I'll just do like a little script. And like, I do most of my scripts, I just do dot points. Like, I don't do like full word for word scripts, because I find it like cuts off the creativity. So I just do like dot points. And so I'll just be like, all right, I have to make a video, but I'll just come up with an idea, give like 3 to 5 dot points, and that's it. It's just, yeah, that's just a couple of examples of how I use it in my life, but don't want to talk for too long, I gotta get home. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helps you. I hope you guys can use this in your life. As always, subscribe. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like the video, share it with a friend that you think needs to hear this, because this really can help everyone. So yeah, subscribe, have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See yous.